We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Denver Broncos. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. At their own 26-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down. The Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the play action fake. They'll look to throw. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll make it second down. You look at this Bronco defense, and they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Pushing his way through. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. With that run, double-check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis.
And he lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Let's go now.
To the right side, this is Taylor. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll look to throw here. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
And this one is right through. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing is Williams. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. Second and 5 at the 40-yard line. To throw, Williams. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Broncos had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 7. To the air, Williams. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
To throw, it's Williams. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that will bring up second down. Williams going to look to throw again. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Vegas!
Looking to throw is Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. Fourth down.
Vegas!
They'll go. Here's Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Charger drive about to get going. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
2nd and 9 now. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. after one on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Here's Williams. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Williams looking to do it himself. Boy, a dangerous throw there. Fortunate for him, it'll wind up incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Second and 10. To the air once more. Williams. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it is caught. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 18. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got Ayuk once again. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
Usually the big fella's a blocker, a lead back, but he gets the ball on 1st down. What a surprise for everyone. And as a former safety, if he breaks into the secondary and you see him coming, you just know that's a whole lot of man you've got to deal with now.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
ground. This is Amari in Hampton. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On third down, here's Taylor. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up fourth down. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Well, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Working out of the gun, Williams. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll run on first down. Oates. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Williams going to sneak it. And he will have the Broncos first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
First down and goal to go.
Back to throw. Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Vegas, Vegas!
Here's a 2nd and 7. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Yes, 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 yes. Here we go. Motion.
They'll look to throw for it with Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Caleb Williams, as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime. Williams going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Looking deep downfield. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And the Broncos are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Williams throwing to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up second down.
6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 50-yard line.
Vegas!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Williams. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw once more, here's Williams. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. He'll drop to throw. He'll check this one down to Hampton. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. Up the middle, it's Hampton. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And the Chargers, 1st down. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Chargers,
they'll set up to throw. This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
First down pass.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away.
A 3-yard pickup.
And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw here. And that would get a right up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I'd pin the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1, and he's hoping on the road to glory.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. And now they'll shift things around. A run once more with Hampton. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Omarion Hampton, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers get a bit closer.
The kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it makes the score 21-10. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
To the air, Williams. Throw left side, complete. That's Jacobs. Only 3 there on the screen and 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing is Williams. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. Right? That's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Burks. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams. They'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. It was a solid check down there with pressure coming, wasn't it?
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression. And when you have that type of pressure in your face, it changes what you're doing and how fast you have to do your reads. And able to come back and find him in open space, that's a really nice play.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. T.J. Sanders collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
My jersey.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Looking to throw is Williams. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Here's Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
On fourth down, here's Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. DK Metcalf, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Broncos 28, Chargers 10. And Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack.
And it's third down. Third and 12.
The Chargers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third down and 12. A give for Taylor running right side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first down, it's Hampton. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Running left, Taylor. And he'll only get a yard to bring up third and 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on third and a yard.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. That good for 19 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jaden Higgins from 17 yards out. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Well, the Chargers are pointing, and they've got it. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw. Over the middle, he's going to find Burden. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 2. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, LA. Luther Burden, 45 yards. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Chargers 23.
So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent. What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. To throw, Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Brandon Ayuk, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Broncos get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point good by Prater. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Here's 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Time not on their side. They've got one timeout, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. But they need points. 1st and 10. They'll dump this off to Hampton, complete.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
It's a game of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Here's 1st down.
Again, it's Taylor. And some space here.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 1st and 10, Taylor now.
Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked. Look at the big man rumble. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Williams looking to do it himself.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 17-yard line.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs.
And he's going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9.
From the gun, here's Williams.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. 2nd and goal from the 1.
A gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Operating from the gun, Williams. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Broncos tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. Prater for the extra point. And that will make this a 19-point game. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Denver, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.